All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and do the final part of Satisfactory here. I've been letting it run so that it does those final elements that we needed. We're going to go ahead and just take a quick tour. I'm going to show you a bit of my mega base that I built. Probably one of my favorite bases that I've done. A very blueprint-based base, very modular base. I love modular bases, so you can build them as you go along and expand them as you go along. Now, I didn't go in and tap every node. I didn't make 50,000 iron ignits or anything ridiculous like that. Efficiency first, everybody. Efficiency first, for sure. Big time. Oh, I should have done those battles first. All right, hold on. We'll go do the battles first. Let's get back to some Satisfactory. Now, I'm going to take you guys on a quick tour of my mega base over here. And I feel like we could even do way, way more than what we've done. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop down below here, and then we're going to drop down below again, because this is a 3-level mega base. Now, at the bottom level here, you can see that we've got a bunch of stuff run, and we actually took out all the spaghetti and pretty nicely run. I think you could run it even nicer. But overall, we did a lot of readjusting so that our... Oh, hello. What we got in here? Oh, a bunch of loot. Let's take it all. So what we did is we did a lot of readjusting to how our line runs do, and we did a lot of blueprinting. Blueprinting is an incredible boon to this game. I think it's absolutely amazing. So what I did is I made a blueprint for things like iron ignits over here. So you can see that this is node number 2, and it's coming in at 780, which is the fastest any belt can. Into our factory here, our smelters that are smelting down our iron ignits, and then those iron ignits are going into a storage, and the storage is actually built in. You can see it's right here. It's actually built into the factory. You can see we got a backlog of it. We've got a lot of it. And each one of these has 3, and then, of course, on top of that, I'm building factory upon factory upon factory. Behind that, and as you can see, the factories just keep going and going and going, and that way, you see, we bring in a lot of resources there, and a lot of resources here via train, by the way. And then over here, you can see that these are going way back over there and way back over here. You get the general idea. So we make the one thing, we make an A version, which is in the front, which has all the power and the ability to turn the power off for the whole entire factory line there. And then we have a B version behind there, which doesn't have the switches. It's just kind of like you just connect them together. And then the one in the front, you flip that switch and the whole entire line will go off to save you power when you don't need it. Or if it gets full, it'll just automatically turn itself off. Or if you put too much stuff down and you don't got enough power to make it work, then you'll have that problem. And you can see all the different things that I'm making on those different levels. And you can see that it goes on and on and on over here where I'm making aluminum solution here, making the aluminum stuff. So we can draw the water because the water is literally right underneath this spot. Where I'm at is right up here where you start in the forest over here. Typically, this is a forest area. And then I've just kind of run up along the edge here out to the water. Your oil is typically up here if you know where that oil is. We've got our oil up there as well. And you can see I got my trains running. I've got a bunch of trains doing a bunch of different stuff from different areas. I'm not going to go out to all of the train stations. I'm just going to show you my interior base here. Now, way off on the other side over there, we have power going. And then once we have all the basics down here going, like all the ignits and things of that nature, we run it up here for more being refined. Like, for example, aluminum sheets. We got plastic over there. We've got petroleum coke that we're converting and then running into the awesome sink to get rid of that, or we could utilize it for other things. And then circuit boards, which we're making, and then, modular frames and whatnot. And then those get all made in this lower middle side, and then it goes to the upper side here, where we're then making the stuff that's like in manufacturers, which is like computers and adaptive control units. This is the first time I've ever bothered to put adaptive control units as actually a permanent part of the base. Same thing with mod engines and turbo motors and all that stuff. Typically, I make that stuff temporary and then use it to progress to the next stage. But in this case, I actually built it into the entire factory as well. Now, way up on top up here, you can see there's an area going through there. It's actually touching my space elevator. But way up here at the top, we've got those trains going. Now, this train here is going toward my nuclear power, which I'm going to show that to you here. We've only got 8 of them going, and that's the only power that's pretty much running the base right now. Oh, there we go. Train going by. But you can see that nuclear power running over there, and I only need 8 of them to run this entire factory. In fact, I have so much extra power right now that I could build the entire thing again. everything that you just saw me show you, I could build all of that again and still have enough power to run it. Pretty amazing, I think. Pretty amazing. Nuclear power is incredibly powerful once you get it down. Now, way off on the side over here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a train running along there and it's putting all the nuclear waste way, way, way far away from me. Now, we could actually take that nuclear waste and convert it into other stuff, plutonium and things like that. We're not going to do it in this playthrough, but in a future playthrough, we'll do those more advanced things as well, most likely when the game releases. Now, I like to play early access games just to kind of get a vibe for them, and then every time they do an update, I will start a brand new playthrough and play through. This is probably the most elaborate playthrough I've done in a while. I've done some in the past, but this is definitely the most elaborate playthrough I've done, and including doing stuff like blenders and things like that. Which you can see is running right over here. I even forget what this is doing. Oh, it's making fused modular frames over there. So we have the blender kind of mixing that together. And then, of course, oh, we still do have the power down there. I don't think that's running, though. It doesn't look like it's running. But I did have a bunch of oil power that I turned off because I removed all of the fuel areas that are making the fuel for that. So yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much the base. And, of course, we have other remote locations that are pulling stuff in. I think the only other cool thing that you might want to see, we'll go ahead and go way down here. There we go. We're going to go into the hypertube here. Is my extraction, right? How am I doing my extraction here in this location? Well, in this particular one, I discovered how to do the extraction to a really huge degree, and also, finally, how to line it up perfectly off a single block. I feel like that's the big breakthrough I did in this playthrough, as well as, mastering the ability to do multiple sets of blueprints that basically go together and work together. Those are super useful as well. Oh, wait. This goes all the way back. Oh, okay. There we go. Wow. Shot me way over here. That is going to take me way up to the train up on top, or way up to the end. So I'm going to go this way instead. Just walk over there. Big time. Oh, I'm going to have the sound off, too. Turn my sound on. I can play games for hours, everybody, without even realizing the sound's not on. Because I'm always task-oriented, like I need to do this and that and the other thing. Now, right off over here, you can see I have these gigantic towers. And you're like, Kim, but what the heck? What are these towers all about? These are my extractors. And so one of the things that I've done in this particular playthrough, I call the backlog. The backlog is where you backlog a bunch of resources while you're doing something else. So a great example is your extractors, right? So your extractors, you can see in here, are running. And I love these little doors here, too. We just jumped out of the bottom, right over here. We can see that we have our extractor running in here. And I've got it perfectly lined up on the center of the thing. It's got its own grid that it's running on. And it's extracting at 780, that raw iron ore. What it's doing is running into this box, and then I have 10 boxes here, so I can backlog 10 boxes of raw ore. And then later on, what I do is I put extra things in the process so that it burns up that backlog. So you're making even more in there. So you're basically backlogging a ton, and then you're burning up that backlog, which makes it even faster, which means you have a bunch of resources that you can use to go to the next stage. And that has worked out wonderfully in here. And this is actually multiple blueprints that actually stack on top of each other. So it's like an A blueprint and a B blueprint that you can work with, as well as I just fill in the rest of the stuff that I need. Now, each of these extractors also has one of the coolest things they've added to the game here in Update 8. That's what I'm playing, Update 8 Experimental. And that is the priority switch. And check it out. Check out my priority switchboard, everybody. This is my circuit breaker priority, and it is pretty awesome. So I can turn off entire factory lines and groups. I can turn off all the extractors. I can turn off different things like aluminum ingots and whatnot, just to watch out for my power so I don't run out of power. Now, another thing that I can do is go over here and check out how our power is doing. Just so you guys can see how much power I'm using to run this entire factory, which basically has every single element in the game that I need to finish the game. In this case, or at least finish this part of the game. I feel like the game is never truly over, because you can sit here and build out big old factories just because you want to make them beautiful and just because you want to make stuff awesome. That's another great feature of the game. So once you've kind of played through the game, then you are trying to make it more awesome and make it look better, and your line runs better, and have your 90 degrees and all of that fun stuff. Learn how to underrun stuff underneath so you don't have to look at all your line runs. And all that kind of fun stuff, or up above, like I'm doing in this particular playthrough. I'm running them up on the ceiling, which is really fun. So I have a capacity of 20,000 power, and right now I'm using 8,600. So it tells you that really that's about as much as you need. But if I had everything running at the same time, my max cons is actually just slightly below my, if I was using every bit, just below my power. So actually, I could run everything simultaneously right now, and it still wouldn't be too much power. So about 8 nuclear power is doing the job. Everybody doing the job. So again, my max cons is 19,628. So it's perfectly balanced right now. So if I do need to turn everything on, I could and be just fine. Now, while we were doing all of that, we built out every single step of the process. And once we built out every single step of the process, we could then let it run. And so that's what I've let it do. I forget how many hours it ran, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And you can see up there in the upper right-hand corner, it has basically built all of those things. Now, if I had to do it all over again, one, I would definitely make some further modifications to what I'm doing. But also, I would tap more nodes, especially at the end game. At the part where you're starting to do your particle accelerators, I suggest that you get separate copper nodes that are just dedicated to just doing the copper powder over here. The copper powder is the thing that slowed me down the most in the final stage. But just so you know, I finished this entire game with about 15 nodes. And that's not a lot. That's not a lot. I did the whole entire thing, including my particle accelerators and everything, because this is super cool. They do the particle accelerator, and then I've got it running up and over into the space elevator. So once we build out all of that stuff, we've iterated over and over again on our blueprints. We got everything running and all working together. We have got all of our phase 4 stuff, and you guys are going to watch a moment in history here where for the very first time, I'm going to go ahead and do Employee of the Planet, which is phase 4 of the game. So we're going to seal that in. First time I've ever done this. I usually leave stuff to do in future playthroughs, so here we go. And off it goes. Now, I think that's the end of the game, but I just noticed that it said phase 5, so there might be another phase, and thanks for not telling me. We're going to go ahead and take a look. Unavailable in early access. To be continued, everybody. But I did see they had a phase 5 up there, so hopefully we'll get that one day here in Satisfactory. But that's as far as I can get in the space elevator. That's as far as I can get in the hub. I've already unlocked everything in the hub. So again, when they have another update, update 9, I will go ahead and start a brand new playthrough. We'll do it all over again, everybody. Maybe we'll do it in the same spot, but from the very beginning. Maybe we'll do it in a different spot and run some stuff. But this game is phenomenal. But this game is an instant buy for me. This is a 12 out of 10. The only 12 out of 10 I've ever given to any game, as well as any game, especially in early access. They iterate on this game like no other. They just make it so incredibly better every single time they come out with an update. And that's super hard to do. I'd say I've loved every update that they've ever come out with the game. Even also the season stuff, like the holiday stuff is super fun, which is coming up again. Now that I think about it, yeah, we got a few months away from that. But everything about this game is my style of game. I just absolutely love it. I couldn't praise it any more than that, everybody. To tell you to go out and buy it, whether you buy it on the Epic Game Store or Steam, or buy it on both, like me, out of my own money. By the way, I'm not sponsored in any way by them, though. Hey, if they want to sponsor my channel to give away some codes, I'm all about that. But I've already got my game twice over. I'm good. So I bought it on Steam, so I can. You could only originally get it on the Epic Game Store, which is why I bought it there. And that Epic Game Store is a trash dump on launch, but what isn't usually? And then, of course, I got it on Steam now, so I could have it on my Steam. So it'll have all my Steam achievements and all that other fun stuff over there. But there we go, everybody. So we did it. We finished Satisfactory, at least as far as we can, here in Update 8. So there we go. Let's see some GGs in the chat. There we go. There we go. Unlocks the small rewards in the Awesome Shop. Yay for bonus rewards for Employee of the Planet. Exactly. That's what we're going to go take a look at right now. Now, I can go ahead and go like this. And then I can go to my builder over here and put my Awesome Shop down. Oh, if I had some resources. You'd think with this many resources, I'd have all the resources I need. All right, here. I need some screws. There we go. Awesome sink. I need some plates. Plates around here. We do. Always, you got a whole inventory full of stuff, but the stuff you need is typically stuff not in there because you're using those resources up. All right, right over here. Let's take a look. Where is my thing? Golden Nugget, Lizard Doggo. I've never unlocked any of these yet. We're going to save that for a future one. I think I've opened these boom boxes one before, but I've never played it on stream. I can't play that kind of stuff, sadly. We unlocked all of this stuff, I think. Yeah, we unlocked all of that. There it is. Employee of the Planet Cup. Oh, see, I didn't even know that was a thing. Let's go ahead and add to cart. Let's check out. Buy all. All right. We'll put that in our inventory. Right there. And so we got our normal cup. Let's get our normal cup up. Right over here. Now, if you really freak you out, everybody, how about if I had it in real life? And I do. I love the Fix-It cup, everybody. Just so incredibly well done. I just use it as a memento over here because I love Satisfactory so much. I got that right there. So let's try out our golden cup for the first time. Let's put that. Oh, look at us. Look at our golden cup. Even better than a golden watch. I have a golden cup. That's cool, everybody. That's cool. Man, they should send that out to people who've been doing Satisfactory forever, like me. I want a golden cup. They should have that in their store, everybody, the golden cup. Or send it out to people who have finished the game or the people who have streamers who've played the game a lot, like me. I have thousands of hours in it. Now, I have a lot of hours in it. You know, I've got 842 just here on Steam and probably another 1,000 or so on the Epic Game Store. But I feel like that's not even a lot. That's not, for me, that's not a lot. 1,000 hours in this game. This is more like a 10,000 hour game, everybody. What I like to do, with the style of game I like to play, easily 10,000. Because it is so incredibly great and so incredibly fun to just work on all the little tiny details. Like, okay, I want my line to go here, and then a little bit here, and then I want this other line to go over the top, and I want this one to be aligned, and then I want to put some glass in there, and I want to do this, and I want to make it look like a giant, power plant going over the waterfall. I've seen people do that kind of stuff before. Make big spiral glass things out of it. It's just fun every single time because you can iterate and change the way you play every time, and you learn stuff every time you play through. So, big love to them, big time. But Kismet rocking that nice employee of the month or the employee of the planet cup. Oh, if I look down, I can make my cup shine. This little cup of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right. Let's go ahead. Kismet's going to start singing. Let's go ahead and get on that Kismet love train, and we're going to roll on out of here, and then we're going to come back and do some Starfield later on. Let's go. Man, that game is good. All right, let's go ahead and rock on out of there, everybody. That's going to be it for me. Again, congrats to everybody coming in, and thanks everybody for following us for sale. I found the cup on sale for $24. Put it on the Discord under Satisfactory. Yeah, if you've got the golden cup, is there a golden cup, or is it the regular cup? Yeah, just throw it in the Satisfactory one on the Discord. If you're not familiar with the Discord, I'll just throw the link in the chat for all you new peeps. Go check it out. Thanks for all the peeps getting on the Kismet Love Trade today. Thanks for the raid also from Unforgiven. Thanks for the follow from the Dork Crystal a while ago there. And, of course, especially thanks... Oh, Dr. J, I got to get him down there. Thanks to Dr. J and everybody else. I'm sorry, Dr. J. I keep forgetting. I get right after the stream, it's like my wife and kids and this and that and the other thing. And then I'm trying to run videos, and I'm trying to do a bunch of guides and things over here, too, for all my patrons who are going to be able to see that first. And then eventually those will roll out on my YouTube much later. But if you do want to see all of that cool stuff, now's a good time to go over there and show some love on Patreon, because that is the single greatest place to support the stream, everybody. It absolutely is. 95% of every penny you support over there goes right back into the stream, and 5% goes to PayPal fees, and 0 of it goes to me. I put it all into everything that I'm doing, including giveaways and other projects that we're doing, like getting a new PC and upgrading all of that stuff as well. So let's go ahead and give you guys some love in the chat. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps right there. Right over there. Yeah, no one can do links in the chat, by the way. Can't do links in the chat. You can blame all the bad actors who screwed you out of it. in the past. Now, go ahead and do me a favor, everybody. Go ahead and go over to youtube.com/KismetBP, hit that subscribe button. Go over to twitter.com/KismetBP, hit that follow button, all right? Check out the Discord, check out the website, and again, check out that Patreon, patreon.com/Kismet. Super easy to go there because there's a link right there in the chat. Just click that Patreon link, go over there, check it out. Remember, you get early access, you get your name at the end of every stream, as well as you get ad-free viewing of all my guides and highlights. You don't have to watch no ads over there. It's pretty awesome. And you know that you're helping the stream at the maximum benefit. And I do appreciate everybody over there. And as long as you're a Patreon supporter, you'll get your name at the end of every stream and every video, as long as you are a patron. So there we go. Now, of course, you can also check out the schedule here, everybody. I have this on all my social media as well. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 3 p.m., we're doing Fallout 76, which you saw us do earlier. And then, of course, some Starfield, which I'm having an incredibly great time playing that as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then also a Lego stream on Friday at 3 p.m. And then, of course, our 7 Days to Die stream Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Teamwork Tycoons as we crush it, building a gigantic fortress out of a gigantic mansion. So it's pretty fun. We're going to have lots of fun doing that. And then next week, we're going to be back to streaming on YouTube for 1 day a week right there on Sunday, 10 p.m. And then, of course, Monday at 10 p.m. On that Fallout 4 mega run. We're going to get that going. We're going to keep running that through as well, everybody. That's super, super fun over there as well. Now, that's it for me, everybody. We're going to roll on out of here. I'm going to rest up, do a whole bunch of stuff, get some food, come back in just a few hours. Now, it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 4 hours, whatever it is your local time. For me, it's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back with some Starfield. Definitely be around for that, everybody, because we have scaled our way up from 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 per hour up to 30, 40,000. We're going to keep scaling it up per hour in credits at level 11. I could do it even earlier, everybody. I could have done that at level 1. At level 1, the second you have your ship, you're off and running, brother. And that's what I'm going to do in my super hard playthrough, too. I'm going to do it as early as possible, try to get all 8 of those outposts running at that level 1. It's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. I hope they've gotten back to me. I'm going to check my email, and hopefully Origin PC got back to me, because I'm super excited about getting that going. And then doing a super hard mode playthrough. So very awesome. All right, everybody, going to roll out the Kismet Love Train. That's going to be it for me. Again, see you guys in just about 4 hours, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some epic Starfield. See y'all then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet Love Train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, the Notorious TDK, and Scriplin. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.